So for today's video, I will be summarizing all about the chapter 10, and it deals with the LAN security concepts. So on the previous video, I was explaining about the chapter 10, and now I will be having the short summary. So first, so click this, and then our introduction. So first, this is all about bridging, switching, routing, and wireless essentials. So our chapter 10. So in this chapter 10, we have the what we call the attack, different attacks, and then the on how people to secure their network, their internet, and something like that. So first, we have the endpoint security. So like what I have said, we have the network attacks, the what is called the DDoS, or the distributed denial of service, the data breach, and even the malware. Um so in this three, very what we call um the malicious is the malware, because it can affect our variety different variety of problems in our computer or even laptops. So we have also the network security devices. So there are, it has also the topology, and then so also in different network, we have the what we call the threat actors. So the threat actors is the one who hack the internet of other people or other persons. So that's why we have the chapter 10, in order for us to secure our network or the internet. So we have also the access control. So we have the authentication with local password. So it includes the different access control, the authentication, authorization, and even accounting. So when we say the authentication, it has been authenticated, and then the authorization, what we call the user of the, for example, the credit card has been um the user, or the he or she can or cannot do after he has been authenticated. And then our the accounting. So as what I have said, AAA is very familiar when it comes to our credit card. So and also we have the what we call the 802.1x. So this is our PC, our switch, and our server. So let's proceed to our layer 2 security threats. So it has the layer 2 vulnerabilities, and this is the objective of layer 2 threats. So we have the switch attack. So in here we have several attacks: the MAC table attacks, VLAN attacks, DHCP attacks, ARP attacks, address spoofing attacks, and even STP attacks. So each of them has a role to this network. So we have the MAC address table attack. We have the switch open operation review. So we have the MAC address table flooding. So again, this is our threat actors. So he the threat actor hacked the internet. So it has the switch. So our VLAN 10, and then we have the MAC address table attack mitigation, and then we have also what we call the LAN attack. So in here we have the video. of the VLAN and the DHCP attack. So you have different attacks, but VLAN hopping attacks. So we have our threat actor switch, two switches, and then two servers. So here the threat actors attacker gains access to the server, the LAN, or the unauthorized trunk, and then we have the 802.1 queue, and then we have the VLAN double tagging attack. So it has a steps. So we have also the DHCP messages. So this is our the server and our the client. So the client sends or sent a message to the server that she or he would like to request an address. So the server or the DHCP offer. So yeah, I am DHCP server 1. Here is an address I can offer you. And then again the DHCP request send again the message, and I accept I accept the IP address offer, and then the server, your acceptance is acknowledged or has been acknowledged. So we have the DHCP attacks, the DHCP starvation attack, the DHCP spoofing attack, and the last one, the DHCP spoofing attack. And we have the steps when it comes to the DHCP spoofing attack. So we have the ARP attacks, address spoofing attack, and even STP attack. So this is our forward, and this is our block, and this is our threat actors or the root bridge. And then we are now so and then so what did I learn in this module? So endpoints are particularly susceptible of to malware related attacks that originate through email or web browsing, such as DDoS or the distributed denial of service, then our data breaches, and even malware. So earlier I've said about the DDS, the data breaches, and the malware. So when we say DDS, um, uh, this is organizations coordinated the attacks from many malware, so it is called the zombies. So the intention of DDS is to um, degrading or the halting the public access to an organization's website or even the resources. So when we say breaches, uh, this kind of attack is what we call the organizations, the servers and hosts are are affected with the uh, to steal their confidential information. And then we have lastly the malware. So malware is the organization's host and servers, and it can at it can if it has the um, malicious problems in our PC or computer. So these endpoints have typically used traditional host-based security features such as antivirus, anti-malware, host-based firewalls, and host-based intrusion prevention systems, or what we call the HIPS. And then endpoints are best protected by a combination of NAC or NAC, or the Network Access Control. So here in NAC we have the what we call the AA components, the authorization, authentication, and the accounting. So host-based AMP software, an email security appliance or the ESA, and a web security appliance or the WSA. So Cisco WSA can perform the blacklisting of URLs, URL filtering, malware scanning, URL categorization, web application filtering, and the encryption and decryption of a web traffic. So, in this chapter or summary, I also learned about the uh, MAC address flooding attacks, bombard the switch with fake source MAC addresses until the switch MAC address table is full. So at this very point, the switch threads the frame as the unknown unicast and begins to flood all incoming traffic out all ports on the same VLAN without referencing MAC table. The threat actor can now capture all of frames sent from one host to another on the local LAN or local VLAN. So the threat actor uses MACoff to rapidly generate many random source and destination MAC and IP. So to mitigate MAC table overflow attacks, network administrators must implement the port security. So um, we have also the I also learned about the different attacks: the DHCP attack, the ARP attack, the address spoofing attack, the HTTP attack, and even the CDP reconnaissance. So, in this chapter, I have learned that we need to secure our network in order for us to uh, already to be safe when it comes to our computers, PCs, laptops, and even our cell phones. So, Um, I know that all of you are very familiar with the hacker or the threat actor. So, hacker is very intelligent when it comes to hack the different network or the internet of other persons. So, you should be responsible when it comes to the security of our network. So, uh, this is the end of the summarizing of the chapter 10.